How's it going, Blazers? This is David Blade Banter. We're going to be having that community allow for discussions while providing specifications you can relate to so you can have that educated decision on your purchases. This right here is going to be the Yucha, also Harpoon as far as that translation goes. We also do have an update for this knife here. Now this is going to be the V knives. This is the scuff. So now after the review, V knives did reach out to me, so they are going to be doing some hardware updates for this knife, so look out for that because it actually did have some pretty good baseline for the action. So they are also going to be at Blade Show West, booth 224, if you want to check out their latest and greatest on that. I do have also the other knife, the Rake P671. So quick update on that one. That one was deemed to be defective, but I don't have one because they are sold out. So yay for them for being sold out. And I don't have a knife for that. So I did order a different knife in, so we'll have that one come in and we'll see how that one fares. So also I'll be at Blade Show, so that's probably going to be Friday, Saturday, so check that out. I also did make a little hat, so that's going to be the hat that I will be wearing for that time period. So if you do see me out and about, do introduce yourself if you'd like to, and not when I'm recording, of course, but otherwise. So I'm going to start off with this knife here. So this is going to have some comparisons. I don't have anything in this price range per se, so we're just going to go with some things that you might have in your collection. So there's going to be the Dukes, as far as that comparison there. And then we have the full-size Griptilian. Then we have the Rat 2. And this one's going to be about the price range for it, but there's the Benchmade Nakamura. So that's all the ones there. We're also going to roll into the hand sizing for it. So for this one, it's going to be pretty substantial for most hands to be able to operate it comfortably. So it does have a pretty good grip to it there. But we're going to look at, for adult male, sideways, basically across, and also at an angle. And then we're going to look at also the female's hand across and then at an angle as well. So this one has quite a few different grasps where you can actually hold on to it. So it does have the regular hold for it. Front choil is a little small, but you can still utilize it. And then you also do have kind of a pinch grip where you can actually get in there for really fine work for it. So quite a few different ways to hold on to this blade. So that is something that is a good thing for that. So we're going to actually look at the steel too. So there's S35VN. So we'll start off with the corrosion resistance for that. And then we're going to roll into the hardness. So this is a very good steel, so it's going to be something that is going to perform very well for you. Also wear resistance for that. And then the last one is going to be kind of the culmination. So we actually have that working edge. So the edge retention side of things. So edge retention on that chart. And then for most of the blades, I utilize the Lyman pull gauge to kind of see where it is as far as the pulls. I'd be able to actuate the flipper tab, and normally about 2 to 3 pounds is a pretty good flipping action, so you can actually utilize that and have an enjoyable flip for the knife. So we'll see where this one is for that level. So 2 pounds, 11.8 ounces. So still within that range. So pretty good flipping action for the knife. I just have light switch action. Push button's not available as far as that actuation. Thumb studs work for it. You also do have the middle finger, possibly. So middle finger flick. Also, it does have the inertia. You do have to try fairly hard to do that. So I was able to actually actuate it in flipping down and also flipping down this way to actually actuate it. And then we do have the knife roll to be able to see how this fits in your pocket roughly. And then for this one, it runs as a weight about 4.38 ounces. So we'll see on this one here. I also got 4.3. My scale doesn't go down any further than that, so fairly accurate for that level. And then we'll also have the microscope side, so you can see how this actual edge looks on a closer scale. And then for this one, it has a 3.9 inches and a 4.7 handle. So you can see the measurements here as far as the blade side. and then also for the handle. So the testing side of things, we do have the sharpness test for the blade. So sharpness for it came to be about 296, so still the high-end cutlery level for the knife. So that's one thing that's good about it too. So for the blade, it's all right. There's a few things that for this price range. So there's currently a 253, MSRP of 298. So it seems like there might be a level of where it's too refined. So for the handle scales being carbon fiber, they're done extremely well for the feel of it. You don't have any abrasive portion of that, which is kind of an issue for it. So like the Nakamura, you still have a bit of a grip to it. So it does have the cutouts there, but just looking at the actual flaps is a lot different between the two of these. So that's one thing that is a good thing about the Benchmade side. It does have a little bit of feel to it than the Wii. I was saying before, I had a little coughing fit there. So the scale, this one is very smooth. This one has a little bit of a grip to it. So that's something that I do prefer from the Benchmade carbon fiber compared to the Wii. And also for having everything that's radiused along the edges except on the show side. So it seems like there was just a little bit of QC issue on that because it is radiused on the back part, but on this side there's some sharp edges right here, and it's not really radiused on this edge. So that's one thing for that price range of 253. I would expect it to be just totally done up properly and everything. So that's one downside to that build. So for this one, as far as a buy, borrow, or avoid, I would do definitely a borrow for it. For me, the bullet is still one that is at a high level for me. So even if it was an odd design when I first saw it, when I was actually handling it, it's kind of where I kind of base a lot of the standards for a Wii. When I actually pick one up, then I actually think back on that bullet, and there's a lot of things that knife did really well, especially with that pocket clip. This one has quite a bit more retention to it, so taking it in and out of the pocket is a little bit more labored than the other one with that actual wheel on the end. So that's actually really a nice feature for that knife. But check that out for that one. And then we also do have the next knife that's going to be coming up. I was going to do an unboxing for it otherwise, but this is going to be where we'll just do that here. So this one is the Practic. So Practic is kind of, one of the terms was kind of a more of an action type of thing. So we're just going to have some action on that and actually move forward to actually show you what this looks like. And then we're going to actually do a video later on for this knife too. So thanks again to the Wii for providing these knives, and also for the group for Stasa23 and Zarek42 for assisting with the pass around as well. So that's going to be this one, which is the Practic. Just like in comparison to those two for those knives. So that's going to be the next review for that. So thanks for sticking around, checking out some of those, and let me know what you think in the comments down below, and thank you very much for your time.